Hello, Lakers fans. This is Wilson. As always, I'm joined by my three prestigious co-hosts, Shane Christopher Murray, Jason Big Mitch Mitchell, and David Galvis. How you guys doing tonight?
What up?
I am absolutely fabulous, Anthony. Thank you for asking.
I'm in the
Mitch, it's been
morning, but I'm good.
a menace all week to Shane and Vito, who's not with us tonight, but they're Cowboys fans, and we're actually going to start with that tonight, and then we'll get to the Lakers later on. We're going to preview the divisional round of the playoffs. But of course, we all saw, and we apologize for being late this week. It's Thursday night as we record this, but we all saw the Cowboys get absolutely humiliated.
Mm.
I mean, against the Packers on a Sunday. I think it was Sunday, right?
Amen, brother. Mm.
And the final score ended up being 48-32.
It wasn't that close.
Right. It was 27-0. And the Packers, I think Greg Olson was calling the game, and he made a good point. The Packers at the end there, it was like, okay, they're playing a little bit too loose there, and letting it almost uncomfortable there at the end. It shouldn't have even uh, been that close as Mitch said, because it really wasn't. It wasn't as competitive as even a two touchdown game. It was 48 to
42,
16, right?
yeah,
And then
40, yeah, 48-16. They pulled Jordan Love. They figured, okay, we're good.
they
And then,
started
like I
playing.
said,
They were playing too far back and just letting the Cowboys drive down the field. But it was
Even
humiliating. Hmm?
even Kyle Shanahan said that by the second quarter he was already preparing for the Packers.
Right.
hmm
And so,
Let it all out. Let it all out.
Mitch, we already know, bro. I mean, it's just a lot of back and forth between
mm.
Mitch and Shane and Vito. Mitch, I'm just gonna let you go ahead, man.
That fake ass cigar.
Woo! Oh, this is a real cigar, my guy. This is a real cigar. You're lucky I can't light it up because Sheila's pregnant. But, ooh, that is the smell of cowboy tears. And I am absolutely elated. I tried to tell Shane Murray and
Got a
Vito.
nice seat,
I
huh?
tried to tell them.
You got a nice
I'm
seat though, right?
I'm such a good friend. I tried to warn them. I told them, don't get your hopes up. You'll only be disappointed in the end. I tried to protect their feelings. They continued to spit in my face.
I mean, the Vikings got a good front row seat though. So
Gosh. See, this is what they do, Antho. They try to deflect onto other teams. But the subject is your team got absolutely demolished, embarrassed by a team that couldn't carry my team's jockstrap.
yeah,
Yes,
y'all
did
didn't
they
make the playoffs. They did. So
did they beat us in our last matchup? Yes, they did. Who were we missing? Were we missing our
here come
quarterback?
the excuses,
Yes, we were.
Mister. There are
What
no
happened?
excuses. Keep making
I'm
excuses for them.
it's
If it
not an
ain't the
excuse.
injuries, it's
It's
bounty gate.
context. It's context, sir.
Oh, now it's context what you say, but when I say it, it's an excuse.
When my quarterback was healthy, we beat those bums 24-10.
And how you started, how you finish.
He didn't finish the season, dummy.
But
He
y'all
got
didn't
hurt.
finish making the
He
playoffs though.
got hurt in that game. He got hurt
What's your
in that
motto?
game.
Next man up. Next man
Hey,
up.
every man
What do
ain't
you
Kirk
always
Cousins.
say? Injuries ain't an
Every
excuse.
man
Then you
ain't
keep making
Kirk
injuries
Cousins.
an excuse. You keep making bounty gate an excuse.
Every man ain't Kirk Cousins. Bounty Gate is an
All
excuse.
of a
Bounty
sudden,
Gate happened.
all of a sudden,
Bounty Gate happened. Just like Dez didn't catch it. Just like
you sound like excuses to
fumbles.
me, man.
Tony Romo fumbles the freaking he fumbles the hold on a field on an extra point. No, on a field goal.
Oh, we don't want to go with your playoff failures.
Oh my
Brett
god.
Favre,
Oh my gosh. Brett Favre,
Randy Moss,
Bounty Gate.
Chris
Randy Moss,
Carter,
the missed field goal, Morton
Randall
Anderson. Yes.
Cunningham,
Mm-hmm.
Dante Culpepper.
It's
We go a
crazy.
long
It's
line
crazy
of
how
lists
you
of
try
fellas
to.
for y'all.
It's crazy how you try to talk so tough. Your team literally hasn't done anything in damn near
We
3
won a
decades.
division. We make the playoffs.
It's
What did
really
y'all do this
crazy
year?
how you can
We
still
won a
puff
division
your
and make the
chest
playoffs.
out.
What y'all do this year? How many Pro
Let
Bowlers
me
y'all got?
let me ask you a question. The 2024 Chicago Bulls, are they any good?
No.
No. The 2024 Dallas Cowboys, they and especially it's mostly Cowboys fans actually, but y'all need to stop trying to hold up the success that you had in the 90s. You don't see the Bulls in 2024 talking about, well, I mean, we're still like the talk of the town. No.
Maybe
No,
so, but you don't see the Grizzlies
no
clouding the Bulls
more
for not winning.
role in today's
When was the last time the Grizzlies won a
time and
championship?
place, sir.
When the last
Your
time the Grizzlies won a
team,
championship?
your team is trash. Y'all
Says
been
this guy
trash.
who's a fan of the team who didn't make the playoffs.
But
Your
Shane, that's
team
not
is
really
trash.
a comeback, Shane, because really
It is a
Jerry Jones.
comeback. Until you make the playoffs again, you can't say nothing to me.
But
Until
Shane,
y'all
Jerry,
win, actually go to a Super Bowl, you can't say nothing to me. We
but
actually
Shane,
been to a Super Bowl. We actually been
Shane,
to the playoffs. We actually
Shane,
had Pro Bowls.
Shane,
You didn't do shit. And then the
Shane,
last time we played y'all,
We have
we
Pro
whooped your
Bowlers.
ass. So,
We have Pro
so what do you
Bowlers,
got to
dummy.
say?
We have
Shane,
Pro Bowlers, dummy.
Y'all
And
literally
if
had
Justin
two
and if
Hall
and
of
if
Fame
just
wide
and if Justin
receivers on the
Jefferson
same
didn't,
team, and
if
Chris
Justin
Carter and Randy
Jefferson,
Moss, and with
I'll
no
wait.
ring.
I'll wait.
There's no excuses.
I'll wait.
You
If
keep
Justin
saying
Jefferson,
no
oh, I'll
excuses
wait.
for injuries and no context. Next man up. That's always been your mantra. Yet when it comes to the Vikings, you put every excuse in the book.
but Shane, Jerry Jones really, with the amount of attention he brings, and they're already a big deal when Jerry Jones brought the franchise, but he's made it his business to make sure that the Cowboys are at the top of the news cycle no matter what. And so it
No
doesn't
I
really
matter
mean,
what.
matter.
you act like that's a bad thing. That's
But
It is
on
a
Shane,
bad
everybody
thing. You
else's
guys
owner
don't
and
deserve
GM to
it.
get their
You
money up,
haven't
get their
had
business
any.
up.
You
it's
haven't had any real success in
So the
28
division
years.
title's not a real success.
You guys got lucky that
Nah,
the
don't say that.
Eagles.
Don't
You
say
guys
that.
got lucky that the
A
Eagles
ring's a
had
ring.
an
A title's
epic
a
collapse.
title. Did y'all win y'all division?
Not this year.
No, exactly. And what do we always say? It's a what have you done for me lately world, right? Right now, y'all out the playoffs. Right now,
that's a
you
But
didn't
little.
make the playoffs. Right now, you didn't win the division.
crazy. It's crazy because you were talking the same kind of talk when y'all fools were 8-8. You were talking the
Hey,
same way.
8-8, 12-2, it don't matter. We still made the playoffs. We still won the division. We still actually had a playoff game at our home stadium. What did y'all do? Y'all was watching.
This I
But
love.
Shane,
I love.
everybody.
I love hearing him talk because you get to hear how delusional Cowboys fans are. And
Negro,
Shane
you
Murray is the
y'all ain't got no
epitome
rings.
of. I let you speak. Shut up.
No, you talking
Shane
bullshit.
Murray is
I ain't
the
gonna let you speak because you
epitome of
talking
a
bullshit.
delusional Cowboys fan.
Delusional,
If
huh?
you are a delusional Cowboys fan like Shane Murray, this cigar is for you. You can all suck it.
When was your last Super Bowl appearance?
Sincerely,
When was your last
the
Super Bowl
whole
appearance?
league.
When was your last Super Bowl
Sincerely,
appearance?
literally everybody.
When was your last
Nobody
Super Bowl
likes y'all.
appearance? When was your last
Nobody
Super Bowl
likes
appearance?
y'all, bro.
And that's
When
what.
was your
Nobody
last
likes
Super
y'all.
Bowl
But Shane,
appearance?
The only thing,
When
the
was your
only
last
thing
NFC
that
Championship
the
appearance?
only thing that every
When was your
single
last
NFL
NFC
fan
Championship
base
appearance?
can agree on
How many Pro
is that
Bowlers do you have?
Cowboys fans are delusional.
You can't answer any of
Jerry
those
Jones
questions
is
because you
a
didn't
hype
have any.
master. Give it up for Jerry. He's a spin master. He's also a racist. But all he does is hype this team up. Oh, it's our year. It's our year. Was it your year?
I mean, respectfully, you could say he a racist all you want, but the reality is most of the NFL is racist.
Let me ask you something, Shane Murray. How because I thought you told me that Cowboys' success is measured by what y'all do in the playoffs. Now you're trying to backtrack and talk about y'all won a
I ain't
division.
trying to backtrack nothing. You
Didn't you say
come
that?
from a team
Did you say
that
that?
didn't make the playoffs, and you want to talk shit about a team that made the playoffs. until y'all do something with y'all team, you have no grounds to speak on my team.
But Shane, the point
Is
is
this
that
thing on?
people don't like the Cowboys because I think of all the attention Jerry Jones
You know what I
brings.
say to that? Tell your owner to get your weight up.
But my point is, Shane, my point is
The
that
owners, every owner is a billionaire owner, just like Jerry Jones.
See?
Yet they don't do
You know what it
nothing
is?
to market their team. They don't do nothing to make the right smart business
See how
moves.
they do?
They do
but the
nothing to make
point,
the
but
right
Shane, the
smart
point is
football
that
moves.
the success of the
There's a
franchise.
reason why Cowboys, whether you want to ignore the 90s, whatever, it's the reason why they have Super Bowl rings, and it's the reason why the Vikings don't even have a Super Bowl appearance. That's all y'all. That ain't on Jerry Jones.
He's so dumb. He's so dumb.
I'm dumb, right?
The
Yes.
success of the franchise of the guy of the person whoever's slandering your team is irrelevant. It's like when everybody
That's
hates the
not irrelevant. It's very
Yes, it
relevant, especially
is.
when you're a
everybody.
team that hasn't done anything at all, and you try
For
to
sure.
speak on a team that actually have some type of success.
Michael Jordan has nothing to do with DeMar DeRozan. Michael
Where you
Jordan.
get that from? That
Michael
makes no
Jordan.
sense. That has no context.
Listen. Michael Jordan and the Bulls, they won in 1998.
Mm-hmm.
Your Cowboy success happened in 1996. The success that Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, and Michael Irvin had has nothing to do with Dak, CD, and the rest of the bums. It has nothing to do with them.
And Shane, when
They
people
literally
slam-
haven't done anything.
when people
Last season, Anthony, let me get this off real quick, because last season you got one playoff win on a Bucks team that was under 500.
So
Context
y'all
matters.
keep moving the goalposts.
Other
and
than
being hypocrites.
Dak
Y'all
has
keep
one
moving the
playoff
goalposts,
win.
keep being hypocrites. Y'all want to cloud the Cowboys for not winning this playoff game.
But
Then when they do win a playoff game, oh, that's luck. You want to
But
cloud
Shane-
the Cowboys for having no success.
They were
When they
under
win the division title,
500.
you say that's luck.
Shane, as Lakers
Pick
fans,
one. Make up your mind.
but Shane, as
You
Lakers
keep
fans,
going to talk to both sides of your mouth.
but Shane, as
It
Lakers
don't work
fans,
like that.
when
The
people
Bucks
slam
were under 500 last year.
when people slam the Lakers,
What have you
we
done
don't
this
go-
year? Nothing.
When people slam the Lakers, we don't go, well, we won 5 titles with Shaq and Kobe. We moved on from that. That happened. That's not a
And
comeback.
they just won in 2020. That's not a good example, Anto.
That's what he's saying. Exactly. It's different. The Lakers have had relevant success to this
So
decade.
But
division titles not relevant success.
even if we hadn't won in 2020, we still wouldn't use the championships of yesteryear as defense when people were slandering us. Galvez, what do you think?
What are you considering better?
All right, I'm gonna play devil's advocate on both sides though. So if someone were to tell us, hey, the Cowboys, if someone were to tell us exactly how the game was gonna play out before the game, would we be shocked? No. Because that's who the Cowboys have been for the past 30 years since they won the championship, right? So it's almost like the Clippers, right? I told this, I said this to Wilson.
Clippers don't have no titles. And
No.
Let him finish.
No, I'm just saying, if someone were to tell us, hey, the Clippers are going to be up 3-0 in the series, they're going to be up by 15 in the fourth quarter, they're going to blow the lead, and then they're going to blow the series, would we be at all shocked? No, right? Because it's the Clippers. That's how they've been since the beginning of time. So if someone were to, and the Cowboys played at home where they were very dominant. And then what are the odds? The odds that a playoff game, they completely shit the bed, right? I was not surprised because you could see it coming. That's just how the Cowboys have been for the past
An
30
accident
years.
waiting to happen.
Now, another thing, but to Shane's point, I mean, the Cowboy fans are kind of like the Laker fans, right? Or the team, like, I mean, people say they're America's team.
They're not. They're America's joke.
But they're the most popular team in the NFL. Colin Cowherd said this. There's a reason why ESPN only talks about the Cowboys. That's what everybody wants to talk about, whether it's love or hate. Jerry Jones has done an amazing job of like making his team relevant, good or bad. Like Shane said, he's every NFL owner is a billionaire. At least Jerry Jones has shown he's gonna spend the money. He's gonna, take risks on players. But I'm sorry, Shane, but I mean, I'm not. Nobody was surprised that the Cowboys lost that way.
He wasn't even surprised.
I mean,
was
Shane,
surprised actually.
I bet
I
you
was
were.
very surprised.
I bet you were.
I mean,
Were you crying during the
most,
game?
I mean, more surprising.
I was shocked. I was crying. I was shocked.
When it was
surprising-
27-0,
Yeah.
did you go get yourself a drink?
No, I was like, this is
There was
crazy,
just
but it's
nothing
still
like-
the second half. No, real shit. You can laugh, but the offense was clicking after the second half. It was the defense that shit the bed and didn't show up. If the defense would have showed up a little bit, that would have been either a win or a closer game. But the defense, everybody on the defense didn't show up. From the defensive coordinator, Dan Quinn, to Micah Parsons, to everybody. Like, nobody didn't do shit. And then Dan Quinn up here getting head coaching interviews, like he basing it off his regular season success. But in playoffs, he didn't show up. None of the defense showed up. At least the offense showed up in the second half. So.
Did they?
But see, like okay, so Micah Parsons throughout the whole season was just talking his junk, whatever, rightfully so. He's a really great defensive player. But now look, like he's gotta he couldn't back up his talk. Like that's one thing about Draymond though. Draymond has won I mean, he wasn't the best player on the team, but his team won championships. So all his podcasts and all of him talking shit, at least he was able to back it up. Exactly. Micah Parsons, he was talking shit about the Niners. He was talking shit about the other teams, and he just
didn't Micah say they got something for the Niners? If they see them again. Guess they didn't. Huh? Guess they didn't. Has Micah come out with a new episode of the podcast yet?
I haven't heard him say all that, but your Vikings was at home watching it.
Oh, see, classic move.
Yes,
he always wants to
down on a team that
wants to
make it make sense.
He always wants
to deflect
it back. He always wants to deflect it back, but it's not going to work.
You're defending a team that didn't go farther than the Cowboys.
You
trying to say the Cowboys are trash.
You and the rest of your fan base need to look in the mirror.
Now, you're on the 49ers, you're on the Lions, you want any team in the playoffs, and you advance, that's one thing. Your favorite team didn't do shit this year. And when you played us, we whooped your ass. So what are you arguing?
15 years ago. What are you talking about?
We played y'all last year and whooped your ass. What are you arguing for? Like,
because
why do you keep defending, the Vikings is this, Kirk Cousins is this? Negro, you ain't got no rings.
Neither do the Cowboys.
Y'all had the two Hall of Fame wide receivers on your team and didn't do shit with it. You had a Hall of Fame quarterback Fred Ford and didn't do shit with it.
You
want to talk about the Cowboys like we so beneath you.
Okay,
like nigga, please.
You are.
No, you're not.
No, it's more like this. It's more like this. You guys are on the same level as us.
No, we're not.
Yes, you are.
No, we're not.
Well,
how many rings does Kirk Cousins have, Galvez? How many rings does Kirk have? How many rings does Dak have?
We talking about franchise. We ain't talking about the current team.
You see how he does? You see how he does? He thinks Troy Aikman's ring is Dak's ring, and it's not.
No, I don't. I think Troy Aikman's ring is the Cowboys' ring.
Why do you keep bringing it up?
Because that's our franchise history. We have a lineage of winning, whether you like it or not. Whether you can say it was 10 years ago, whether you say 20 years ago. Y'all have no lineage of winning. Y'all have no rings.
Listen.
Y'all even have no Super Bowl appearances.
Yes, we do, dummy.
No, you don't.
Yes, we do.
No, you don't.
Yes, we do.
No, you don't.
Yes, we do.
No, you
How
don't.
are you going to tell me?
I looked at your history. No, you don't.
Oh my gosh. I believe it's 3, but let me double check.
There are no rings regardless.
Exactly, but you're wrong. You don't know what you're talking about. It just
I know you ain't got no rings. I know that.
in the span ever since I say that we're on the same level, but you guys are really beneath us. In the
No, not
span,
really.
listen to this. In the
We y'all
span,
in the
in this
playoffs this year?
shut up,
We are
shut
in the
up,
playoffs
shut
this
up,
year.
shut
So
up.
look, you guys
We are
wrap
in
it
the
up
playoffs
because
this
we
year.
got to preview the
How many Pro
divisional round
Bowlers
and
you
move
got?
on.
If we have 2,
How many we got?
I don't know,
We got at least
but
7, guys.
we would have had 2 more if they weren't hurt.
Ain't no. It would have had 2 more. You see, you got 2.
Yes, that's exactly how it goes.
No,
Justin
bro.
Jefferson
No, it
is
don't work
better
like
than
that.
CD.
No,
If
it don't
Justin
work like that.
Jefferson
You being a
would have played
hypocrite.
the full
You being a
season,
hypocrite
he
right
would have
now.
had more yards.
You being a
Shane, let
hypocrite
me
right
ask you
now.
a question.
He
You
played
being a
10 games
hypocrite right
at
now.
1,000 yards, bro.
You being a
Stop.
hypocrite right now.
Shane, can I
No,
ask you a
it's
question?
just a
You
fact.
being a hypocrite right now.
It's
Shane, can
just
I
a
ask you a
fact.
question, please?
No, it's not justified. The same
Shane.
thing you saying is what the same thing I be saying about the Lakers, but you be saying no, that's an excuse. But when the Vikings brought up, oh, we gonna use everything in the book. We had Bounty Gate, Kirk Cousins is out. Oh, Justin Jefferson was out. You
Bro,
pick up everything.
For the Lakers,
Everything considered as
for the
context and
Lakers,
call it an excuse
I'll
for
let you finish.
another team.
For the Lakers, you try to bring up, oh, Cam Reddish hurt. Oh, Gabe Vincent hurt. What I keep telling you about the Lakers, our top 4 players have been healthy. That should be enough in basketball.
Not all
I'm telling
top
you,
4.
I let you finish. I'm telling you, our quarterback and our best player were injured. Not to mention the injuries we had on the offensive line. Not to mention the injuries we had on defense. One of our big defensive signings, Marcus Davenport, he played about 3 games.
Can I
Uh,
ask Shane a
I
question?
think we had a solid
No.
season despite injuries.
I got a question, Shane. Not to say, don't mention the Vikings, but did the Cowboys choke and did they just blow it?
Yeah, they did.
And Shane, can I ask you a question?
And what's more shocking is they kept McCarthy. What the hell, man?
Right, Shane. What do the Cowboys need to do? What is the solution? How does this end? Because it's been like this for a while. It's been like this really since Parcells, brought Tony Romo along.
It's been 28 years.
And
It's always a leadership thing and an internal thing with them. Like they get in their own way. Jason ain't gonna like this, but they remind me a lot of the Shaq and Kobe teams before Phil got there. Like Lakers used to have losses like this in the playoffs all the time until Phil got there. Then Phil changed the culture. He brought in veterans from his old championship teams to store order and bring some leadership in there. And there was continuity. Really, like they're going taking their lumps, but who they have as leadership roles, Sherman, he kind of makes questionable decisions in crunch time. And then Dan Quinn, like he changed the defense around to where it is, but playoff wise, he hasn't been there. And then even as a head coach, he's still famous for blowing 20-point lead in the Super Bowl. So leadership wise, it's always been iffy with them, but it's been particularly this year. So when they said McCarthy was coming back, I had a mixed bag about it. I didn't know how to feel because on one hand, he got him the division title. They've been in playoffs the last 2 years, but on the other hand, we're taking steps back when it comes getting closer and closer to a Super Bowl. So some type of way, leadership wise, they got to find a way to find a balance there, or make some internal changes.
And they had 3 great coaches that they could have hired: Belichick, Harbaugh, or Vrabel.
Yeah.
But I think Jerry Jones doesn't want those type of coaches because he can't really
Jerry won't control.
He can't.
Those coaches, you can't control them.
He can't control Bill Belichick. He can't control Harbaugh. So
I think Mike Vrabel would have been good for them, just from a discipline standpoint, and just demanding. And Belichick does the same thing, but he's a lot older. Vrabel's in the prime of his coaching career. I think he would have been good for them. But do they have the right quarterback, Shane Murray?
And honestly, Jerry Jones might have to retire and step down before they win another Super Bowl because he
Can I ask you, do
causes
they
too
have
much friction internally for them, for them to be successful.
Can I ask you, do they have the right quarterback?
Have the right what?
Quarterback.
That remains to be seen.
Oh boy, that's a no. That's a
That remains
no.
to be
Not
seen. Because
exactly a
I
ring
love
endorsement.
Dak. Despite what everybody gotta say, I love Dak. Like he's
You
an
like
underdog.
him.
He
You
went
like
from
him because he's
a
black.
fourth, fifth round quarterback to
He's
being a
gonna
Pro
come
Bowl
here.
quarterback. He's won division titles. He's been in the playoffs, but he's having trouble getting over the hump. It's just a matter of how patient are you going to be with him, and who's going to step into that.
And you got to decide whether they're going to pay him or not. That's the thing.
Right.
But there's no who would you get? It's easy to say, all right, Dak's not the guy, but then who's out there that you could say, let's bring him in? There's no quarterbacks out there that,
And contrary to popular belief, Dak is the pulse of this team. Like Mike is the heart, but
Gosh,
Dak,
no wonder.
whatever. Mike is the
Uh,
heart of the team, but Dax is the steady force of this team. So until you bring in a coach that can push him to step his level up one more and get us back to where
Trey
we need to
Lance?
be,
Because
then you're gonna come with these struggles.
Trey Lance.
They already showed that. But what's going to be different next year? Bringing back McCarthy, nothing. They're going to probably win. They're going to win.
Same old story.
They're going to win 10
Year
to 12
29.
games. They're going to win 10 to 12 games. I mean, and it's crazy because every playoff game, they just always just find, whether it's time management, they don't spike the ball on time. They what the hell is going to change bringing Mike McCarthy back?
I mean, we can say that, but before this, they had Jason Garrett that kept having multiple 8-8 seasons, and then it was like, when you gonna get to the playoffs? When you gonna win more than 8 games? Now you had back-to-back seasons where he makes playoffs. So if we ain't a championship, yes, where there's still strides there. It just ain't where he wanted to be yet.
I have a question because it's all window dressing. Sure, they won what they win 12 games this year. How many bad
games 3 years in a row?
How many bad teams did they beat up on this year though? How much do you think Jerry Jones is paying the schedule makers? Because we saw what happens when they actually played good teams, right? They got beat up on.
That is my problem with you. You want to talk
crazy.
all this shit? Oh, we paid the schedule makers. Oh, they played bad against good teams. Yet y'all motherfuckers didn't make the playoffs. Y'all motherfuckers ain't won a Super Bowl. Yet you still want to talk like you were in the same level. You're not.
To more Shane Murray lies, yes, the Vikings have been to the Super Bowl 4 times. I thought it was 3. It's actually 4. 1970, 1974, 1975, and 1977.
And lost all 4 times.
But you didn't know. You just be talking out your ass. That's the
I know
thing.
you ain't got no rings. I know that.
All right, look.
All you do is talk out of your ass. You got no facts to back up your argument.
Your team plays like ass.
Listen.
But that's the thing. It's that's what I'm saying though. Dude,
listen to me, please.
The schedule was in your favor this year. Just admit it.
Please. We have to preview the division.
See, you talking out both sides of your ass. Once you're saying, the Cowboys are trash. Then when they win, the schedule's in our favor. We didn't play good teams. We got lucky. Make up your fucking mind. It can't be 2-2.
Did every time y'all played a good team during the regular season, didn't y'all get beat down?
We beat the Lions.
You cheated.
See, that's the point I'm talking about. Every time we do something right, you have to say, we cheated.
You didn't do anything right. The rest did something right.
No, a win's a win, my nigga.
No, a win is not a win.
A win's a win.
If a win was listen, I'll tell you this. If a win was a win, you guys would have beat the Packers. A win is not a win. Context matters.
Please, look.
Context matters until it comes to your Vikings.
Please.
No, context context matters. My starting quarterback and my star wide receiver, all pro wide receiver.
You said all you want. You lost. You lost.
Please. Can we
You didn't
please
make the
preview
playoffs.
the divisional round now, please?
Antho, doesn't he owe me like $100?
I forgot. That was, you remember them?
Oh, no. It was
Get in line, my dude.
the person had to wear the opposing player's shirt or something like that. So
yes.
if Mitch,
I would have had to wear it, but he said he didn't want to do it, so he owes me money, right?
Something like that.
Get in line.
Oh yeah,
you don't pay your debt.
Mitch was gonna wear a Cowboys shirt or jersey, some type of merch, but Shane said he got $100 on it.
He refused. He owes me $100. Mark that down, girl. Shane Murray owes us $100. Sheila got it.
You don't pay your debts,
ain't getting away from this. Let me tell you that.
All right, listen.
Mitch,
$100, baby, run it up.
Mitch gonna call the mob if Shane don't pay up.
Yeah.
Mitch,
yeah.
Please. What's
I just started watching Sopranos too.
Mitch, what's the schedule this weekend in the NFL?
All right, let me put my cowboy defeat cigar down. So 4 games. 4 games for the NFL divisional round. On Saturday, we get the Texans at the Ravens, and we get the Packers at the Niners. On Sunday, we get the Bucks at the Lions, and then we get the Chiefs at the Bills.
All right, let's go game by game. What's the first one?
Texans, Ravens. Texans at Ravens.
Texans
at Ravens.
I like the Texans, but come on now. I mean, come on. They've done enough.
But so might not be a popular take, but same thing I said with the Cowboys. Were we at all shocked that they completely came out and shit the bed? Would we be at all shocked if Lamar Jackson came out and threw for 100 yards with 3 interceptions and just completely fucked the game over?
We wouldn't be.
I wouldn't be surprised because he's shown that he's done that in the playoffs where he just lays an egg. Now, he could also go in there and throw for 250 and rush for 100 yards, and we wouldn't be surprised. But I wouldn't be surprised if Lamar Jackson just completely laid an egg. And that's why I wouldn't be surprised if Houston won.
But in those playoff games, who did he have to throw to though?
Oh man!
Like this was the first year he actually had some type of talent on the wide receiver core.
He's always had Mark Andrews.
Those other guys are just kind of
misleading. Ain't that dude, bro?
What did he say?
Oh,
I said Mark Andrews ain't that dude.
And what do you have against Mark Andrews?
He's white.
Look. So everybody, what's your pick? I'm still.
So wait, hold on. Sorry, real quick. Lamar Jackson in 4 playoff games has a passer rating of 68.3 with good. 3 touchdowns and 5 interceptions. So that's what I'm saying.
Has he won a playoff game?
I think he won 1. He's 1-3. But like I said, his stats are not that great in playoff games. So would we be at all shocked if that happened again? Regardless,
is that what you're saying is going to happen, Galvez? Make your pick.
I think he's setting us up for the Texans upset.
I'm picking an upset because there's got to be an upset, and that it'll be the
that's a kid team. A rookie coach, a rookie quarterback.
Yeah,
they're playing with house money.
They're playing with house money, man. Now that's a game I was surprised at. The Texans Browns. The number they put on the Browns. My goodness, I did not see that.
Quarterback.
Here we go.
So now you want to give Snoop Dogg his credit?
Okay, please. We haven't even gotten the Lakers.
Now you want to give Snoop Dogg his credit? See how you are?
Okay, what's your pick, Mitch?
You can't even say that with a straight face. I am going to sound like I'm gonna sound like one of those delusional Cowboys fans. You know what, Lamar? This is it. This year feels different. I believe in you. This year feels different. Lamar is gonna do his thing. He's gonna
got
win
a
the
receiving
MVP.
core.
He's got a receiving core now. I'm taking the Ravens, baby. Come on.
Okay.
Ravens.
Going Ravens also. What's the next game?
The the other Saturday game is going to be Packers at Niners.
Packers have done well, but like you guys said, Shanahan is already getting ready for them. Jordan Love is clearly yet another franchise quarterback for the Packers, but I don't know. That 49ers team is a juggernaut, and they're at home.
Niners.
And, yeah, I mean, let's face it.
Niners, fuck the Packers. The Packers aren't that good. They, kudos to them for doing America's dirty work, but they're not. Trust me, the Packers are not that good. I've seen them twice this
Who are
season.
you rooting for? I mean, I know it's got to be difficult rooting for the Packers because they're your rivals, but
Right.
I know you wanted the Cowboys to lose.
It was really difficult. I was rooting for nobody. I was just laughing. Herbert was trying to high five me whenever the Packers would score. Yeah. Herbert was trying to high five me. I wouldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I could not do it. All I could do was laugh at the Cowboys' misfortune, though. That's what I could do. I rooted for nobody. I was hoping they would both lose, honestly.
Shane, what's your pick, bro?
I'm gonna go Packers.
Oh God.
I'm not a big believer in Purdy.
Mitch,
So.
you got the Niners, right? You say Niners?
Well, I got the Niners easy.
Yeah, I got the Niners.
Shout out to Christian McCaffrey. Why doesn't this guy root for Brock Purdy? He's an underdog. He was the last pick in the draft. He was Mr. Irrelevant.
Not so.
Okay,
I wonder why.
Obviously, I have the Niners.
They're McCaffrey or bust to me.
Oh God.
All
right, so Sunday. Sunday, please.
Wait, Antho. What did he just say?
They're Christian McCaffrey or bust. If Christian McCaffrey don't run for over 100 yards and multiple touchdowns, they're not winning.
He didn't say he was a bust. He said they're McCaffrey or bust. The Niners are. Okay. And then on Sunday, the first game is the East Coast game, right? It's Bill, I'm sure. What's the first game on Sunday, Mitch? Is it Bills Chiefs or?
Give me a second. I'm still trying to recover from the latest Shane Murray nonsense.
No, that's facts.
The 12 o'clock game is the Bucks and the Lions.
Thank you, Galvez. Oh gosh.
Yeah, I think the Lions. That man.
And did you guys hear that stupid reporter? It had to be a lady.
They played inside.
It had to be a woman. It had to be a woman.
Oh, whoa.
Oh my God.
Men are stupid too. So, but yeah, that was a terrible question. How are you gonna deal with the weather? Well, they play a dome, so come on, man. But I think it just goes more. I think it just goes more to the point that, like, dude, anybody could get a damn media pass nowadays. We gotta start limiting who can be in the room asking questions, because that was, whoever asked that question, they need to lose their pass for a full season. That was terrible. Like, do your research, bro. Stop. Come on, be better.
Okay, so
I got the Lions winning.
Yeah.
Lions.
I also got the Lions. Once again, another divisional rival. Seen them twice. They are the real deal. The Lions are the real deal. I said it at the beginning of the season that they could win the division. They did win the division. The Lions are the real deal. Dan Campbell is a leader of men, and he has that team believing. He has that team understanding the failures of the past does not belong to them. And that's how they're playing. They are playing like the 2023, 2024 Lions. So I got the Lions winning this one.
I have
They,
the
they
Lions.
should they should handle their business.
I have the Lions also, but I wouldn't be shocked if the Bucks won. I'll just say that.
Bucks Bucks aren't that good either.
I don't think
So
they're that good at all, but but okay. So then in the last game, of course, we have Buffalo. Is the game in Kansas City or in
no,
Buffalo?
it's in Buffalo. They've already asked for more volunteer snow shovelers.
Cold game. But the Chiefs, what's funny about the Chiefs is that as much as they struggled during the season, you saw that first playoff game where it was freezing in Kansas City. It seemed like they're
Hmm.
kind of built for the playoffs all of a sudden. They
All
can
of a
run
sudden,
it.
huh?
Their defense is great.
Right.
And Pat Mahomes is, overqualified for, that, just don't mess stuff up role. To say the least, obviously that's an
Right.
understatement. Um, but that's
Man.
like I said, I already said I think the Bills are going to win the Super Bowl, and I'm going to stick with my. They finally get the Chiefs at home. This is the first road game Mahomes has played in the playoffs,
Mm.
so I'm sticking with the Bills.
Okay.
That's a good stat, actually, Wilson.
Yeah.
What?
That's his first road
First
playoff game.
ever playoff road game.
Amazing that he's been in the league for 5-6 years, but I mean, as much as everything's trending towards Buffalo, I can't bet against Mahomes though.
I'm the same way. I will not bet against Patrick Mahomes, but also, like I said, listen, I would not be surprised. I would not, if there's any year that the Bills could get over the hump, this could be the year. They were the hottest team coming into the playoffs. They've been having to fight for their lives every week since like feels like week 12 or something like that. So if there was any year, this could be it.
They
But
beat the Chiefs in Kansas City too.
yeah, I just will not. I will not bet against Mahomes in the playoffs. Won't do it until I see it.
Shane.
Chiefs.
So it's 3-1. You guys all have the Chiefs, and I have the Bills. Okay.
Yeah.
And we only got, I don't even know, we got like 15 minutes, 10 minutes to talk about the Lakers. Not much has changed besides, well, Darvin Ham did go, like, finally turn his
We
brain
won
back
2 in a
on.
row. Don't say that.
Yeah, they
And
won 2 in a row.
two good
And,
teams too. Two
and,
legit Western Conference teams.
right, and Darvin he put his thinking cap back. I don't even know what he had to think about, but finally he put D'Lo and Austin back in the starting lineup.
He's
Cam
trying to
Reddish
get.
got hurt.
He's trying
It
to get
wasn't
that.
even, bro.
He's trying
Don't
to
give
get
him
that
that much
defensive
credit.
value.
Don't give him that much credit. Cam Reddish got hurt,
Mm.
so he put D'Lo back in the starting lineup. Don't give him that much credit.
I mean, don't not give him credit either, though.
Well,
I'm not giving him full credit. He did it because of injury. He didn't do it because that's the right lineup. He
He
did it
still
because
could. He still didn't have to put the right lineup there.
like I said, I'm not giving him full credit for falling into the right decision.
But yeah,
Is
if we
this
lose,
team?
you'll give him full credit for that, though, right?
What?
Is this?
I said if we start losing again, you'll give him full credit for us losing, though, right?
Obviously,
Hypocrite.
no.
Is this team good enough to not make trades and be a legit threat?
If Darvin Ham can get out of the way, yes.
There's a conversation to be had for that. The thing is, with the trades, is they're being asked to give up so much, like 3 or 4 players, 1 first round pick, whatever, for Alex Caruso. I mean, yeah, we want Alex Caruso back, but you can't give up half your damn rotation for him.
Mitch, would you trade D'Lo for Caruso straight up?
Ooh, shoot.
Hell no.
That's a tough one.
The money don't match anyway.
That is a tough one.
I'm just saying talent wise.
talent-wise,
just fit-wise. Forget about the salary because I know it wouldn't add up.
right?
But
Fit-wise, I might.
You tripping?
Not really, just
best
because
white backcourt since Hornacek and Stark.
it's because of what Caruso brings to the table. He does a lot of things that do not show up in the stat sheet. That's something that the Lakers miss. He plays exceptional defense, which I'm sure Darvin would love. He can knock down open shots, which
Not
would
consistently.
Couldn't that be Gabe Vincent's role though?
it should have been, and it should be. We haven't seen it yet, unfortunately.
Hence why they're looking for a point guard.
Well, right. But I mean, I just don't I still don't understand it just because like you got D'Lo and Austin who are very sorry, you got D'Lo, Austin, and LeBron who are very, very good at handling the ball. They are our, those are our primary ball handlers, and just, I don't know. I'm not sure if
But
we
you're
need.
also looking at them to be your primary scorers either outside of AD. So you kind of like giving them double duty.
I'll give Darvin Ham credit for this. He finally realized I need to start calling D'Lo pick and rolls. I'm not. So I'll give you this. I'm not giving him credit for putting D'Lo back into the starting lineup. I will give him credit for actually utilizing him to his potential. Like the D'Lo AD pick and roll has been quite deadly for us. Did D'Lo have a bad stretch? Yeah, he did. Felt like Darvin caved to the social media pressure or something, and that's why he benched D'Lo. But yeah, kudos to Darvin for actually, like Antho said, using his thinking cap and freaking realizing, oh wait, D'Lo and AD, they've been pretty good in the pick and roll for us. We should maybe use that, and maybe D'Lo will play better. I don't know.
I got a question. I have a
Ask
question.
it. Ask it.
How do you guys feel about LeBron when they asked him last night if the Lakers needed to make any moves? And he said, I can't do that to the guys in this locker room. And everybody pulled up the receipts of when Kyrie got traded to the Mavs and he was on ESPN basically saying that he was disappointed, which people took as him saying, basically throwing Westbrook under the bus.
Mm-hmm.
I already know Shane Murray doesn't like that.
LeBron's always been passive aggressive. Like he's gonna say what's gonna be the right thing at the time, and then use Brian Windhorst to say he's not happy, or
Whoa.
use Rich Paul to say, "Oh, we need more lasers." He's not gonna say straight up, "Get so and so out of here. I can't play with him." Like you saw what he did to Kuzma when he was here. He low key trying to do that to D'Lo or was trying to do that to D'Lo before he got back in the lineup. So that's just how LeBron is. Like
Part
the
of the
whole
quote,
fantasy basketball comment, I don't do fantasy basketball. He's been doing fantasy basketball since he left Cleveland, since he's been in Cleveland. Like literally every year he's been in the league, he's changed the not just the rotation but the whole roster.
Yo, how did Brian Windhorst catch a stray though?
Brian Windhorst has been LeBron's personal reporter since high school.
I thought that was Dave McMenamin, or only since Cleveland.
No, that David Bennett's been LeBron's second personal reporter since Cleveland.
There you go.
So whenever you want to know something about LeBron, go to Windhorst or go to David Bennettman.
McMenamin left.
Brian Williams.
McMenamin left. He left the LA Times to go cover LeBron personally when he went back to Cleveland.
He's been following him ever since.
Yeah,
but you know what though? I know a lot of people give shit to LeBron about what he did to Westbrook, but as a Laker fan,
rightfully so,
we got better. So can we really hate on? I mean,
well, we got better because of the pieces we have around around
But if
now,
but if
not because
LeBron
we
doesn't,
just gave him Westbrook. Like if
but if
Westbrook was here, we had the pieces we have now. Westbrook would be more successful.
but if LeBron doesn't force that hand, we don't get those pieces.
To
Which
play devil's advocate, if LeBron never forces Westbrook into the situation in the first place, we would still have KCP and Kuz.
Yeah.
so LeBron's just using anybody at this point just to make the team better. And as a Laker fan, hey, I'm all for it. Whatever makes the team better, I don't care.
You like Shea Murray said, it's funny that he said, I'm not playing fantasy basketball. That's exactly what the hell he's doing. That's why he wanted Westbrook. That's why he's always looking for a third star. That's why he was looking for a second star. That's why we got AD. That's why we mortgaged our future to
Like
get AD.
in Cleveland, like he literally had a team where it was Hill, D Rose, and Dwayne Wade all the same team. Then he traded them as soon as February trade deadline came. So that how you fantasy basketball, I don't know what it is.
Hey, he traded number 1 pick Andrew Wiggins for Kevin Love.
So there's an
Mortgage
argument to be made that that the team can survive without trades, but it has to be internal growth. And also too at the same time, like I know everybody was trying to fire Darvin. Everybody was talking about getting rid of D'Lo. Some people still talk about getting rid of D'Lo, but the reality is, the thing about this, we know Darvin's the third coach we had in 5 years. But then also think about the number of point guards we've had in LA since Steve Fish and Nick Van Exel left. Like it's been Ramon Sessions.
Damn show, bro.
Ramon Sessions.
Shane had to find a way.
I just bring it up like those we could call it jokes. Those were the two main point guards in the '90s, and then D Fish was around for both for the three-peats or the,
if you're
the
gonna go back to
championship
Van
runs.
Exel, you might as well
After
go back
that,
to Magic
it's been a flip flop of point guards ever since.
Who were the point guards again?
And the top point guards in the league, whether it's Dame Lillard, whether it's Steph, how you want to go down the line, they got several years to be with their squad.
Well, first of all,
control the offense.
Since
Steph is the top of the food chain point guard wise. Don't get that flipped around.
What?
Be respectful.
Since Magic Johnson left, Lakers have never had a superstar point guard. Ever.
Yeah, facts.
And wait, Mitch, can you repeat what you said so Shane can hear you again?
I said he was talking about superstar point guards around the league, and he said Dame.
I was talking about the top point guard. I didn't say superstar point guards. I said top point guard. They've had a chance to have continuity with their teams. If you took it to all-star point guards, you want to throw shade at Nick Van Exel, but I didn't never said he was a superstar point guard.
Throwing shade at the order of which you said the top point guards around the league. I said
it was no particular order. I was throwing out the top point guards.
I just want us to have the order correct. That's all.
Whatever.
Thank you. There's Steph, and then there's everybody else.
Shane.
My point is, you got to have a continuity. Like you can't keep switching around coaches and point guards every year and think you're gonna be successful.
My thing is though, Darvin isn't the right coach. So why should we keep floundering around with the wrong coach?
Again, he's the third coach we've had in 5 years, and he hasn't did nothing to completely say, okay, let's fire him. He has to give you no grounds to fire him. And then if you're going to fire him, who are you going to replace him with?
The right coach.
And who's the right coach?
I don't know. That's
exactly my point. You have no answer.
That's why I'm not the GM of the Lakers, though.
But there you're going to say fire Darvin Ham, and let's say you bring in Terry Stotts. If you start losing, okay, let's fire Terry Stotts. It's like you can't just keep hiring and firing coaches.
Yeah, you can. If they're not the right guy, exactly
no,
what you do.
Can't.
You don't stick it out.
You need time to build a successful program.
Let me ask you something. If you're in if you're in a toxic relationship, you don't stay in that relationship just because it's like, oh, well, we just got in this relationship. We need to stick it out and see if it can actually work and turn into something better. No, you get out of it.
You do once you analyze what makes it toxic.
Oh my God!
Like it could be your own self making it toxic.
Well, bottom line is he's going to be the coach at least for the remainder of the season. So we just got to put up with it.
And guess what? Guess what else? It's over. Mitch, do you have something that you would like to say to an old friend of ours?
Listen, Herbert was going to come on. He was going to he has his cigar as well. He was going to come on, slander the Cowboys with me. He was going to let Shane Murray know also that, the success of the 90s has nothing to do with 2024. Jerry Jones is just the ultimate media hype man. The Cowboys have done nothing to deserve the media attention that they get. But, Shane Murray, he tried to deflect and he tried to deflect and he tried to deflect because that's what Cowboys fans do. They're delusional and they're good deflectors. So sorry, Herbert. We ran out of time, as per usual, because of Shane Murray.
Sorry,
but at
Herbert.
least the Cowboys suck. So we got that.
Sorry, Herbert. So
I don't know why the hell you.
Before we get out of here, just a few reminders.
Wiping your face. You ain't got no damn
If you're
beard.
watching this on YouTube,
Wait, Shane.
hit
the
that
Lakers,
subscribe
the
button.
Lakers played on Saturday, and so did the Cowboys. If they would have played at the same time, who would you have watched?
Oh, damn.
I would go back and forth, but I ain't watch the Lakers.
It's because we shamed them already. That's why. Good job, though. Good job.
Nah.
Yeah, way to go back.
I always go back and forth when they play.
Right. Okay. So yeah. Right. So as I was saying, before we get out,
I watched. I watched the Vikings.
Hold on, Wilson. I got the best question, Mitch. Would you trade right now if you could pick a Vikings Super Bowl or a Lakers championship?
Give me a Vikings Super Bowl, bro. Give me a Vikings
That's
Super
how
Bowl.
trash.
Easy.
Yeah, bullshit.
All right. So as I was saying, before we get out of here,
easily, bro. That's easy.
If you're watching this on YouTube,
I've actually
hit that subscribe button.
I've actually seen Lakers championships. I would love
Shane,
to see.
If you prefer
would you
the
trade an in-season
remember
Lakers
to rate,
tournament
review,
or
and subscribe to the show
or a Dallas
on Apple
Super Bowl?
Podcast. The show
Appearance.
is also on Anchor,
You know they ain't winning.
Spotify, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, iHeartRadio.
Cowboys
You can
suck,
answer that, Shane. Go ahead. And
I don't
every
know
other major podcatcher. Make sure to follow the show on
Would you
Twitter,
trade the
Instagram,
Lakers
the
in-season
TC
Cup
Pod Network,
championship
and to
for
like
a
it on Facebook.
Cowboys Super Bowl
Just
appearance?
search for the Complete Lakers Podcast.
No.
And finally, send feedback and mailbag questions to Complete Lakers Podcast.
It's absolutely wild, bro. The in-season tournament, it clearly nothing. I think the way things went, we should have lost that damn thing.
Are out.
We're barely getting out of the damn thing.
Cowboys
Cowboys suck. Cowboys suck. Cowboys suck.